Okay, part two. So I get back to my door. The TV is 75% turned down. There's somebody up there. Okay, I know it's their target now. I only know this because Jesus and God are telling me this. Specific directions and everything. So I go back in. Don't turn any lights on. Don't say anything. Go back in. Turn the fucking Instagram off. Turn the light on. That was my orders from Jesus, which is what I did. And then he said, stay in here. Make your food and hurry up, okay? These dudes are coming to kill that person who's over your fucking head, and you're going to hear it. And when you hear it, ignore it. You're going to be just fine. In fact, it's better that with whoever was here, I still don't know. It's better that you just ignore it. Continue making your sandwich. And that is exactly what happened. The TV, while I was in there, the terrorists turned it up, and then they turned it up again. And so I cooked my entire sandwich and my soup. I was in there for a good 15 minutes after I turned off the Instagram, okay? And I didn't, he told me, do not do any witness testimony. Do not go back online. You disappear on the internet, is what he told me. Once I turned the light on, once I came back in my room, which is exactly what I did. And he said, then make your food. And so that's what I did. And while I was making my food, he said, you're going to hear them. I expected that before I even left. I knew there was some sort of op going. Those dudes are there. It's dusk. This is the way Jesus was telling me to maneuver myself. To don't use any lights. Go down there with the flashlight. I'm like, he's having me in some sort of op now. And I'm just going to do what he tells me. I don't know the op, but you can clearly see there's one. And I was totally correct. I was absolutely right. Because by the time I was about 5 minutes away from coming back in, which is I was in there for at least 15 minutes. So we're talking minute 11, minute 10 of that TV at Carnival Amphitheater loud volumes. Whatever terrorists they took out had turned that TV back up so loud that for the entire time, I think I might be saying this again, but I was doing my food to this insanely loud TV. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like being at a carnival or someplace with stereo equipment. And it's just blasting, and I knew I was safe, but it was not safe. Like something really bad was coming. What I think is they knew this person was coming. They thought they were coming for me, dude. And this is why. And this has happened before. But they weren't. They were coming for that fucking person. So the TV was really dangerous. And sometimes I leave. I'm like, no, this is not safe. You need to get out of here. This shit's not. They're setting a scene up and stuff. Like, this is not smart. But tonight, it was no. Make your sandwich. Stay in there. And you're going to hear them drop. And I want you to stay in there afterwards. And then leave about 5 minutes. Hurry up. Don't stay in there for another 15 minutes. Which I wasn't intending to. But hurry up and leave. So this is what happened. By minute 11, with that TV blasting to the moon and back, whoever was coming, they expected. I did not hear them. This is why this is why Jesus doesn't have me mess with these people, okay? I never heard them come through any cubbies. I did not hear them. And you can hear people. You're in there long enough and underneath someone and you can hear. I mean, I've heard. We'll discuss it another day, how you can hear. All I did hear was a body fucking drop. Boom. Minute 11. And he told me, oh yeah, no, they dropped him, but it was quiet. It was an assassination. The people up there put effort, and I've witnessed this before. I've witnessed this a handful of times before. And I'm not usually allowed to discuss it. And like this time, I had to wait, good God, an hour after or something. And I'm surprised I'm even doing it. But, okay, so the body dropped. It was clear, obvious, body dropped over my head. It was a very quiet assassination. I knew that. I knew all this. And then the TV was still on, and then it got even louder. Whoever was up there turned the TV up even louder. And I don't know why an assassin would do that, but they did. Or maybe they were working with one of the terrorists. This is for the top cops and just reporting it. After the body dropped, within about a minute and a half, the TV went up even louder. I didn't know the fucking thing could get that loud. It could probably get louder. I mean, whatever equipment they've got these TVs hooked up to, it's a sound system for like a movie theater or something. It's just way out of this world loud. TVs don't get that loud. It has to be hooked up to something to get that loud. We all know that. So it got even louder, and it stayed that way. And that's when Jesus started to say, this is like minute 12, minute 13. He says, get your sandwich out of the skillet now. He's making it a warm sandwich, okay? He said, get it out now. Get out of this fucking room. I don't know. Just get out. And I did. But I needed to stay because he told me to stay. So God gives me guidance every second. And I've tried to explain that to the GRU. But, I mean, they need to talk to me at some point because I'm living through all this martini gas, too. You know, I know that. And they used that today. They used a brief stint of martini gas today. And I just sat right through it. So I'm sure the GRU made me an agent, but there's some questions they'd like to ask me, I'm sure of it. And the fact that nobody can talk to me is this is just an atrocity. Okay, so there was a kill, and then a minute, like 14, minute 13, I had to get out. And then I came back in here, and the orders were to leave the fucking light on in there. And then I was in here for about 5 minutes, and then Jesus says, go turn the light off right fucking now. Turn the light off. And come back in here and keep your door closed. And don't turn the TV on, be quiet in here. And I know I'm in some sort of operation, like not a good one. These people are bad. I'm trying to stay out of it. They just killed somebody. They're turning the TV up louder. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not trying to fucking mess with it. And I come in here, and then he says out of the blue at, what time is it? At 9:40, he said, because it's 9:55 right now, he says, talk about the murder you witnessed. Talk about it, put it on the internet. It's a big murder. Whoever was up there is a big deal. Oh, I agree, because there was a whole fucking ordeal to do it. Going from before they did it, while they did it, after they did it. And these are like military agent people. This is not meth heads or any payroll fed or precinct police. This is not that crowd. So I have to report all of this. That I witnessed it all, and my orders are tonight to not say what Jesus is guiding me. I'm not to say what Jesus is guiding me for the rest of the night, okay? But I am safe in here. But I absolutely have to put this up, so let's not waste any more time. Yes, I witnessed a murder. Heck yeah, it was definitely a body that dropped. Heck yeah, it was an operation with a fucking military or something. And heck yeah, I'm sheltering in place. Okay? All right, bye.